Khánh Hoa is a south central coast province with a coastline stretching 385 kilometers, the longest in Vietnam. The province possesses the three bays of Vân Phong, Nha Trang and Cam Ranh, with Cape Doi being the area that protrudes farthest towards the East Sea. Khánh Hoa has strategic significance in terms of socio-economic development, national defense and security. Thanks to the north-south traffic axis, this is the transport hub of the region connecting to the Central Highlands. This serves as the main gateway for the South Central and Central Highlands provinces to the East Sea and an aviation gateway through Cam Ranh International Airport. Khánh Hoa's resilient and hardworking people have written a development success story, with its world-famous tourism sector being a spearhead, making the province the 31st largest in the country in terms of economic scale among 18 provinces that contribute to the central budget. In early 2022, the Politburo issued a resolution on construction and development of Khánh Hoa until 2030 with a vision to 2045. Accordingly, by 2030, Khánh Hoa strives to become a centrally run city, an international hub for service and tourism, a growth pole and marine-based economic center of the South Central Coast and the Central Highlands and the country. The Politburo's resolution is the orientation for us to build the Khánh Hoa Provincial Master Planning for 2021-2030 period, with a vision to 2050 and the general planning for each locality in the province. This roadmap for development and zoning, associated with economic pillars that will wish to cooperate with investors, is expected to create new values, realizing the aspiration to unleash the potentials and bring quick and sustainable development to this land. The implementation of this planning is supported by specific mechanisms and policies that the National Assembly has decided to allow Khánh Hoa to pilot for 5 years. Investors, especially strategic investors, will enjoy preferential policies and outstanding priorities when investing in Khánh Hoa. With this planning, Khánh Hoa's development will be based on 3 pillars: leading in tourism, finance, logistics, and smart urban development; manufacturing, processing, IT and high-tech industry, energy, oceanic, maritime, and marine pharmacology; high-value agriculture and aquatic products processing. In order to develop these 3 pillars, we will allocate development resources to 3 dynamic zones, attached with 3 bays, a unique advantage that cannot be found anywhere else. Accordingly, Vân Phong Bay area, with Vân Phong Economic Zone being the core, will be invested to transform into a modern marine economic center, a new driving force for the development of Khánh Hoa and the South Central region. The dynamic zone of Nha Trang City is a leading urban area in terms of digital transformation and tourism, culture industry development, becoming an important growth pole and the gateway for international integration of Khánh Hoa. The dynamic region of Cam Ranh Bay will be a key area for socio-economic and national defense and security, in which Cam Ranh City will become a tourism logistics urban area, while the new Cam Lâm urban area is a modern, ecological, and world-class airport urban area. The development of tourism service pillar in the 3 dynamic zones will turn Khánh Hoa into one of the most attractive sea-based tourism destinations in Asia, and also a new logistics hub of the country. Vân Phong Bay Tourist Center with Hòn Gom Peninsula will witness the development of world-class facilities for entertainment and tourism, medical tourism, marine sports, ecotourism, and discovery tourism in the eastmost point of Mũi Đôi, Hòn Đôi, the area that marks the first sight of the sun in Vietnam. Nha Trang Bay Tourist Center, one of the most beautiful bays in the world, is the area to develop tourism, entertainment, and event hosting. At the same time, medical tourism and healthcare for domestic and foreign elderly and retirees will be developed. Cam Ranh Bay Tourist Center is where tourist seaport, luxury leisure travel, and sport tourism are developed, making the northern part of Cam Ranh Peninsula a national tourist site, and together with the new Cam Lam Airport urban area, forming a new tourist and economic center of the province in the region. In order to turn Khánh Hòa into a new logistics center of the country, 2 seaports will be built in Bắc and Nam Văn Phong, with the capacity to receive ships of up to 300,000 DWT. Nha Trang Pier will be capable of receiving passenger ships of up to 225,000 DWT, while Cam Ranh Pier will provide freight transport services for both socio-economic development and national defense and security. We will also develop high-quality logistics services and establish linkages with domestic and foreign logistics hubs, turning Nha Trang into a logistic training center for the central region. In the 3 dynamic regions, the industrial pillar will be the premise for Khánh Hòa to become a new high-tech development hub. The industrial development zone is divided into 4 regions. The northern region of Văn Phong Economic Zone is the industrial center with seaports prioritizing high-tech manufacturing and processing, renewable energy, petrochemicals, IT, biotechnology, and industries for ocean sector, maritime, and marine pharmacology. The central area, including Nha Trang City and Nam Ninh Hòa, will be reserved for high-tech supporting industries, software engineering, electronics, informatics, telecommunications, data center for digital transformation, and new materials development. The southern region, including Cam Ranh City and the coastal area of Cam Lam District, will focus on new material production and supporting industry. The inland and mountainous areas, the transitional areas between the Central Highlands provinces and Văn Phong Bay, will focus on agroforestry products, high-quality food and beverages, production and processing, along with supporting industries for the agricultural sector. In the pillar of agricultural and aquatic products processing, with existing facilities, Khánh Hòa will become a center for fisheries and ocean research and a major fisheries center of the country. In the field of agriculture, we'll set up designated farming zones for rice seeds and high-quality rice production, high-value fruit trees, and livestock breeding, creating greater momentum to turn Khánh Hòa into a new center for agriculture, forestry, and fishery. To successfully implement this master planning, we'll focus on the 5 priorities: investing in infrastructure, especially transportation facilities connecting dynamic regions, and completing the zoning. We are determined to implement administrative reform, business environment, and local governance indicators improvement to become more competitive. With the percentage of population with college and university degrees being the 12th highest in the country, Khánh Hòa will continue to improve the labor quality to enhance competitive advantage. We will boost investment promotion in prioritized sectors, aiming at higher standards for living, working, and tourism in the province.
Quy hoạch tỉnh Khánh Hòa được Thủ tướng phê duyệt.
Khánh Hòa Provincial Planning, which contains many development opportunities, is our commitment to strongly reform administrative procedures, investment and business environment, while putting people at the center of the process of green development. Khánh Hòa wishes to cooperate with domestic and foreign investors and businesses to create new values and share benefits, thereby writing the next chapter of Khánh Hòa development success story. Only choosing new and absolutely modern things is how writer Patrick Deville describes Dr. Alexander Yerkseng, the great scientist who chose to live and work in Nha Trang for half a century. That's the inspiration and orientation for the planning and investment promotion of Khánh Hòa, as we wish to focus on new and absolutely modern investment field. We are honored to cooperate with investors and businesses on the path of creating and spreading outstanding new values, helping Khánh Hòa to transform into a centrally run, smart and sustainable city with an identity on par with the Asian region, a worth living city of the country, the region and the world.